In the world of Dungeons and Dragons, religion is an ever-present binding force for communities, a common ground bitter enemies can see eye to eye on. Our clerics, paladins, even druids pull from the forces of the divine. But what do you really know about them? I ask that you sit a while and join me as I tell you the myths and legends and names of our fantastical pantheon. On this day I should like to tell you of the real-world deities that have found their way into our fantastical world. Where better to start than with the divine of Celtic lore? Who better from their pantheon to begin with than the Daghdha? The Daghdha, or the good god, lord of great knowledge, the great father holds domain over fertility and agriculture, control over the weather and seasons, and is associated with strength, wisdom, magic, druidry, and manliness. The Daghdha comes from the Tuatha, or the tribe of the gods, the most well-known of the Celtic deities. I should like to discuss the group as a whole later. Their history warrants a story all their own. For now, we're going to focus our attention solely on the Daghdha. The Daghdha was a powerful man, nearly a giant of size with a great beard. Powerful and wise, the Daghdha could give life just as easily as take it. This was the protector, the father figure of the tribe, and thusly the all-father of the Pantheon. The Daghdha held uniquely powerful relics, to include his preferred weapon, the Logmor, a club so heavy and large that 8 men could only just lift it. But in the hands of the Daghdha it was wielded with ease, and he could slay a group of men with a single swing. However, just as easily as slaying men, the handle of this maul had a unique power, for the magic within allowed the Daghdha to restore life. The relic more useful than this was the Corya Anzik, a cauldron that should never run empty, and might produce endless food that no man might leave unfilled. The ladle used was large enough that 2 men might fit within. His third relic, and perhaps the Daghdha's most important artifact, was the Yutnyu, his mystic harp. Made of oak and encrusted with jewels, it had power to control the emotions of men and change the seasons. The harp's power was unrivaled by any god, and only the Daghdha could weave wonders from its music. The Daghdha is said to dwell in Brún na Bóinne, and to have taken the Morrigan as his wife, a goddess associated with war and fate. His children include Angus, son of the Daghdha, and Boann, and often associated with youth, love, and poetic inspiration. Bridget, who's associated with spring, healing, fertility, poetry, and seen as the protector of domesticated animals. Bolderg, who would succeed the Daghdha as king. Carmite of the battle squadrons. Aed, prince of the Dwyn Sheen, a god of the underworld. And Midir. The Daghdha has 2 brothers, Nod a Silverhand, and Ogma, who would create Ophim. This is our real-world lore. However, I should like to explain who the Daghdha is in our fantastical world. The god of weather and crops, his domains are somewhat limited, holding dominion over nature and trickery. Seen as a chaotic god, having good tendencies, but not being opposed to brute violence as needed, or a calming song to diffuse a situation. His symbol is that of a bubbling cauldron, a sign of his relic that would feed the hungry. I could see the Daghdha being used as a peasant god, divine worshipped by the farmers and druids alike. I might also see him being held by a bard that would seek his knowledge of songs so powerful that it could rally entire armies before battle, or have monsters break into laughter. It wouldn't be much of a stretch, I think, to see a rural town hold the Daghdha as their patron god over any other. This concludes our brief look into the divine, though the pantheon our fantastical world hosts is endless, with a deity for all occasions. While this look into one deity might have ended, our journey into the divine continues.